gentlemen, how is everybody doing today? I hope this video finds you well, guys. I hope you had some time to get out over the weekend. I hope you had some time to relax and recharge. And I hope you guys are ready for social studies today. So today what we're going to be focusing on and what we're going to be looking at is we're going to go over that growing nationalism and sectionalism packet. I'm going to talk it through with you guys, give you guys the answers, and just kind of try to give you a better understanding of what the period known as the era of good feelings was like. So that is the plan for today. That's what I want to do. We're going to be discussing the workbook packet we're going to go into a little more detail about the growing nationalism and sectionalism after the War of 1812. So that's just to go over the objective. My office hours today, guys, are from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So that is kind of how everything's going to work today. The one thing I want to mention to you guys is that I do have the Flipgrid up. What did you do over the weekend? So you can go ahead and click your class, and that will give you access to Flipgrid, and you'll be able to make your video. I'm sorry for those of you that made videos last weekend. I did not get a chance to make comments, guys. I'm very sorry about that. It was really, really hectic. I had a really busy weekend last weekend, and then I was trying to play catch up all week. I can promise you that today, as your Flipgrid videos come in, I will make sure I make comments. I'll make sure I leave you messages. 2 weeks ago, I did leave messages and make comments to you guys. Hopefully you saw those. Hopefully you got a laugh out of those. If you didn't see them, please go check them. You definitely will enjoy them. I can promise you that. So just so you know, if you want to share with me how your weekend went and stuff like that, please go ahead and do that on the second slide so I can hear from you guys and see you guys. If you don't want to make a video, you can always type something out in the message rather than film yourself. That's 100% fine. Do whatever you feel comfortable with, guys, but I'd love to hear from you. So going through the slideshow, going through the presentation, this is going to be, or not the presentation, but going through the slideshow, this is going to be the video that's going to go over all of the answers and talk a little bit about that workbook packet. So that's what I want you to make sure that you watch. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you watch the whole thing through. Make sure you are filling in any of the answers that you might have gotten wrong or you might not be completely and totally correct. It's no big deal. That's fine, guys. Like, I'm not grading this, so that's 100% okay. I would just like you to have the answers and have this for your own information. And I'd like you to be able to kind of see where you might have made a mistake or see where those guesses might not have completely turned out the way you hoped they would, so that you can kind of fix it and, you know, update your knowledge and make sure you have it straight in your head and know exactly what you need to do and what's going on for that time period. So please make sure you watch this video. After that, what you are going to do is you're going to come to this slide. Just a reminder for your activity to watch the teacher lesson video. Once you finish that, you are going to go ahead and you're going to click the check for learning here. And you're going to go ahead and answer the questions that are part of the check for learning so that you kind of review and it sees and it really tells me how you've been doing and how you did on this lesson and that you understood it. Last slide, guys, just as a reminder, you guys will let me try that one more time. You guys just need to take and do the watch the teacher lesson video and then make sure you get the answers, make sure you change the answers and update the answers and everything. You don't have any homework today. There are no additional resources for you today. There will be in the next lesson. Those will be optional, but just so you guys are aware, just so you guys know. One last thing I wanted to do with you guys before that kind of covers what we're going to be doing today. One last thing I wanted to make sure I covered with you guys before I end this video is I wanted to show you how you guys were going to be graded for the fourth quarter. So the district sent out a grading policy for the fourth quarter. This is what we're going to be kind of using to grade you guys on these lessons. And just so you know, just so you're aware, if there are any changes, I will make sure I update you. But I just wanted to show you guys exactly how you are going to, what you're going to be expected to do, and how you're going to be graded. So it's a 0 to 3 scale, just so you know. You will end up with a 0 if you do nothing. If I don't see you log in to the Google Slides, which is something I can check, if you don't do the check for learning, and if you don't take and do any homework that might be associated with that lesson that day. So if you do nothing, you will end up with a 0. If you just open up the slides and you do nothing else, guys, you will get a 1. That'll be partial completion. If you do the check for learning, if you do open up the slides, and if you do the homework, you will get a 2. And then if you do the check for learning, you open up the slides, and you do the homework if there's homework associated with that lesson. And it's done very, very well. So in other words, if you answer it fully, you answer it completely, you answer it correctly, you will get a 3. If you are just copying and pasting sections from the book and it's very obvious, and it doesn't answer the question at all, you will not get a 3. You will end up with a 2. So I wanted to make sure that I went over this with you guys so you understood exactly how you would be graded for the fourth quarter. A 3 is full credit, 2 and 1 are partial credit, and then obviously a 0 is no credit. So what I want you guys to do, I want you to go ahead and shoot for those 3s and make sure that you are completing everything and you are doing the best you can. As long as you do that, you should receive full credit for the assignment. If it seems like you're slacking, if it seems like you're not trying as hard or just kind of not taking it seriously, you will not receive full credit for this. So that is what I wanted to make sure I went over with you guys and made sure you were aware of. One last time, guys, if you have any questions, if any of this is confusing, please email me and get in touch with me during my office hours, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. With that said, guys, I hope you have a fantastically awesome day, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for the teacher message and then the new lesson on Wednesday. Have a great day, guys.